Well, hello, friends. So glad that you're here. So I'm starting a brand new segment, I guess, a brand new offering here on social media called Mental Health Monday. And we're going to talk about all sorts of things that you can think of when it comes to mental health. My goal is every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time to release a new somewhere between 10 and 20 minute video with something about mental health. Today, since we're right here at Thanksgiving, I want to talk about how to enjoy a healthy, happy, low-stress holiday. And I'm going to do this by sharing a conversation I've had recently with a coaching client. I asked for her permission. She said, absolutely, just don't share our names. So I've changed the names to protect the innocent or the guilty. Just kidding. But here's the first question that I got from this coaching client of mine. She said, look, the holidays are here, and it seems like nothing quite goes right this time of year. I've been staying on a healthy food plan, but with all the parties and treats, and they're everywhere I seem to go, I've already gained 4 pounds. My husband, we're going to call him Ralph, is worried sick about the money that we're spending on gifts for everyone. I know the holidays are supposed to be fun, but so far I'm really just not feeling the joy. What can I do to get more in control of the holiday festivities this year? So, here's what I said. I think that the hectic aspects of the holidays are unfortunately pretty common for a lot of us. Emotionally, the holidays can be really draining. So, if you find your eating behaviors getting out of control, my suggestion is to plan ahead about what you're going to eat at parties. So you keep your nutritional goals in mind when you're thinking about foods to serve in your home, those that you're going to take to parties. When you do that, you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. For myself, I'm losing weight. I'm down 5 pounds in the past couple of weeks, and it's because I'm watching what I eat. There are specific things that I've cut out of my diet for the next 30 days to build a habit. And so I've already done a little role playing with myself that when I get to grandma's house, I know the things that are going to be on the table because they're the same things every year. These are the things I can eat. These are the things I really love, so I'm going to allow myself to have just a small portion of, and these are the things I'm going to avoid. So if you know, for example, that you want to avoid sweets, then think ahead to what kind of foods you prefer to eat to stay healthy so that you can specifically look for those foods when you get to a party. Focusing on eating mostly from vegetable trays or fruit salads, meats and cheese hors d'oeuvres, rather than cookies, candies, sweets, and chips. It's a great way to start. When it comes to beverages, you can really rack up the calories. If you're having full sugar sodas, if you're having, a glass of wine, some champagne, they can add up really quickly. So instead, how about sparkling water with a slice of fruit that'll kind of give it some flavor? Calorie-free sodas, bottled water. Often, a lot of parties these days will have bottled water. You can't ever go wrong with water. If you're having the party at your house, then set this wonderfully healthy example for other people by serving healthy lean meat, plenty of vegetables, whole fiber breads, and a fresh fruit salad for dessert. And when you provide these types of healthy selections to other people, in addition to 1 or 2 higher calorie treats like cookies or some special cake, then it often relieves other people who are also secretly wanting to keep their calories down, keep their weight down through the holidays. It's really empowering to opt for healthy choices. So your hubby is certainly not alone when it comes to worrying about the money it costs to make it through the holidays. Holidays can be really expensive. Here again, planning in advance on who you're going to be buying for, the total amount you're going to spend, all of that can make a major difference in how you feel throughout the holidays. You can reduce your emotional stress by being realistic and by being firm about your spending limits. Maintaining costs to stay comfortably within your means when it comes to selecting gifts is really important. Let's say you have 20 people listed to buy for, and you've got $300 total to spend on them, then it's going to ease your mind. It's going to increase your self-confidence if you focus on finding a $12 to $15 gift for each person. Shop for things that are on sale. It's why people love Black Friday. It's why people love Cyber Monday. In the future, you can begin shopping in July or August. Purchase a gift a week and save them for holiday giving. My wife is a genius at that. So when you make a conscious decision to remain within your budget, then you and Ralph are going to find the holidays a lot less stressful. Second question. She said, it sounds good to me to focus on my food plan when I'm choosing treats to eat at parties or when I'm preparing foods for get-togethers at our house, and I guess that Ralph and I could do a better job at actually setting an amount we're going to spend on others for gifts. But another thing that gets me down is all the festivities. Every time we turn around, there's another party to attend. How can I find the time to prepare all the holiday foods when it seems like we've only got time for holiday parties? Oh boy, yeah, the holidays are busy. That's part of the stress. When you feel the need to go to all the things, it can be really overwhelming. It is difficult to do everything that other people are pressuring you to do. Maybe you want to look at ways to not overschedule yourself. It's okay to say no. There's nothing like having your schedule written down, whether that's on paper in a daybook or on a Google Calendar or iCalendar, whatever it is you use, so that you can look at a glance and see how much you've planned out on a specific day, a specific week, a specific month. And if you prefer not to keep a calendar, but maybe you have a calendar on the wall, then you could photocopy the months of November, December, and January so you can carry them with you and mark down times of parties and other corresponding dates. It's really helpful. When you schedule smartly, you can avoid the overall time crunches that surface during the holidays. So you start by limiting the number of celebrations. You and the hubs talk it over and decide how many functions you want to attend each week. And the fact is, you can be picky. You can be picky about the parties that you're willing to go to. So keeping your calendar near you, consistently updating it is going to provide you with this actual picture to help you decide which parties are the perfect ones for you. All right, question number 3. She said, I have to admit I haven't done a good job writing down when all the parties are, so keeping a calendar with me just for a month or two sounds like a doable plan. Plus, limiting the number of parties we'll attend in a week would definitely free up some time for me to prepare foods, get shopping done, and just take a break every once in a while. Another thing that bugs me is that even though our boys are only 5 and 7, they seem so focused on all the presents they want and plan to get. I know the holidays are supposed to be fun and happy, but so far it doesn't feel like that to me. What can I do to discourage our sons from wanting so many presents? Oh boy. So I have an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old, a boy and a girl, and I totally get this. All of their friends are talking about all the things they want at school. They see all these things on YouTube and TV, and the commercials this time of year don't do us any favors. It's not easy. And I know it can be really challenging for parents because it's challenging for us. So, boy, where do you start? I think that you start by taking special steps to impress upon the kids the values that you want them to grow up with. Here's what I mean. Talk to them about how the holidays are about each person giving in whatever way they can. So you could do something like have your kids draw pictures or make holiday cards for the elderly people in an assisted living facility. They could also make tree decorations to give away. When you include special times of making things or doing things for others with your kids during the holidays especially, then they begin to think about the importance of giving to others rather than only focusing on themselves. So think of specific ways your kids can help out during the holidays. Maybe your family could go to the local soup kitchen for an afternoon. You could serve food to the less fortunate in your community. Even young children, a lot of times, can pass out bread or they can set the tables at things like this. Most Salvation Army organizations and some church-affiliated organizations provide services and special feasts during the holidays. When you raise your kids to be aware that others exist in your community who have less than them, and that it's partially their responsibility to contribute to the lives of those people, they'll be a lot more focused on receiving. And obviously, I talk all the time about gratitude. Start a gratitude practice with your children. What's one thing you're grateful for today? Get a turkey, outline a turkey, and on each feather, get them to write one thing they're thankful for. Or a tree, and each leaf has space for them to write one thing that they're grateful for. It's really important. So here was my client's response. I hadn't thought about actually having the kids do something to help others during the holidays. That sounds like a great way to help them see that the holidays are actually a time of giving and helping others. Plus, it would be a great family activity to do together. It's sad because I don't really look forward to the holidays like I did when I was young. It just doesn't seem like all that fun anymore. The incredible stress of it all certainly takes away from any positive feelings I have about it. And here's her next question. Is there any way I can bring back the joy of the holidays? Yeah. So it sounds like this is a case of real holiday stress. The holiday stress has gotten to you and it has overwhelmed you. But there are lots of options to avoid some of the stress that the season brings. So making the decision to change some of your routines, change some of the celebrations that you're used to going to, that can be difficult. But once you realize the positive feelings that you're going to enjoy from those changes, then you'll be more willing to alter other things. You can make the holidays fun again by returning to some of the simple things that you really love. So maybe you really find joy in going shopping with your sisters. Then plan a day and do that during the holidays. Have your spouse watch the kids on a Saturday and spend the day getting some of your shopping done. Maybe have lunch with the people that you love. Another thing I would say is scale down your expectations. Scale down the expectations of what you want from holiday festivities. Most holiday get-togethers don't look anything like the commercials on television. So try to relax. Strive for comfort rather than giving expensive gifts. Take a day at home with your family. Cut out Christmas cookies or watch old movies. I love Christmas Vacation. We watch it 2 or 3 times between Thanksgiving and New Year's. Spend a day wrapping gifts for extended family members. Have your kids help you by handing you tape or picking out the wrapping or putting on bows and name tags. You can do all those things together. Maybe you work in the kitchen and make your favorite winter soup, or you cozy up next to the fireplace and read some good holiday stories together. Maybe you bake cookies together. My wife loves to make Buckeyes with the kids. Focus on making the holidays joyful for you, joyful for your family, and you do that by rediscovering activities that bring smiles, bring comfort to you. I think that the lack of joy comes from a lack of connection. Connection brings us joy. Humans are made for relationship. And when we're so busy doing all the things and we only get a moment of connection, we can resent it really easily. So be intentional about connecting, about being together, and watch your joy increase. When I think about having holiday gatherings for friends and family members, One thing I would say is make them low cost or no cost get-togethers. So have each person bring a dish. Maybe you send out a suggested food list to all the people that are potentially going to be there a couple of weeks in advance by email or Facebook message. And, you can also request that no one brings gifts. Just explain that you want to emphasize the joy of sharing time with one another. You can cut out the gift exchange and go potluck, and that means that there's some considerable reduction in money spent and stress for your family. You could provide things like craft supplies or coloring books, crayons, or pencils to keep the kids busy and keep the kids happy. All of these things that you can try to apply will relieve some of the pressures that holiday stress can bring. So you order pre-made cookies, pre-made cakes. Maybe you order pies from the bakery, restaurant, or grocery store. You'll go to the party stress-free, and you'll be able to take a special treat that everybody's going to love, and you don't have to do all the hard work. If you want to stay low-calorie and healthy, then order a pre-made fruit salad, order a pre-made vegetable tray, order a pre-made meat and cheese tray, or some specialty salad. Plan to be at home in the evening at least every other day. You'll have time to breathe in between the parties, in between the shopping, and allowing some family time, some close-knit family time can be the best break of all during the holidays. Another great suggestion is take some time off work during the holidays. Allow yourself a third of your time off to rest, relax, and take part in activities that bring you comfort, that bring you happiness. Another suggestion, take it easy on caffeinated beverages and take it easy on alcohol. Even if your body's used to having caffeine, it probably interrupts your ability to rest, your ability to sleep well. A lot of people tend to drink more caffeinated beverages than usual when they're under stress during the holidays. Avoiding or limiting your intake of alcohol is going to save you money, and it's probably going to help you sleep more deeply too. That alcohol, the sugar in the alcohol can really mess with your sleep cycle. If you have 2 parties in a day and you feel like you have to go to both, then order pre-made food for each one and spend an hour at each party. That way you feel less rushed when you get there, less pressure, an hour at each, and say, hey, it's a busy day. I got to run. So good to see you. Love you. Hug it out. Learn to say no. Recognize the power within that one simple word. If there's just too much going on in a day or a week, it is absolutely okay to say, I'm so sorry I can't make it this year. I'll see you next year. Avoid succumbing to the pressure of buying an expensive gift. When you make it a habit of giving meaningful gifts, people appreciate it. Size and cost does not matter. Don't believe the lie. Consider giving homemade gifts. A lot of people appreciate the thought and the effort of something homemade. Maybe you make jewelry, or you knit, you crochet. Create gifts all year long that you can give when the holiday season arrives. Maybe you do wood carving or watercolor painting or some other craft thing that can be really personal and well received, and they're low cost and low pressure. Bring the joy back to your holidays by using some of these tips, and watch how you can enjoy a healthy, happy, low stress holiday season. Follow my website. Connect with me there at catchingyourbreath.com. If you click on Start Here, you can download my book, From Pastor to a Psych Ward, for absolutely free, and you'll get my 7-day mental health getting started guide as a bonus. There's lots of other ways that you can connect through the podcast, through coaching, through the shop. This week, from right now through Cyber Monday, you can save 40% in the shop by using the discount code Black Friday 19. That's Black Friday 19. All of that is at catchingyourbreath.com. Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Monday for another Mental Health Monday. See ya.